Hi students, today we are going to discuss about series of positive terms and test for their convergence. Okay, so here we'll be discussing with the different tests that we can conduct with the positive series so that we can find the nature of the series. So let us start with this. First of all, let us see what are series of positive terms. So series of positive terms are the infinite series in which all the terms after some particular terms are positive. So now let us see the different types of tests we can conduct to this positive series to find the nature of the respective series. So first test is test for the convergence. That is, if limit n tends to infinity un is not equal to 0, then summation un is divergent. So we'll be taking the limit over the nth term of the series. Suppose the limit happens to be not equal to 0, then the series is divergent. So here we can assume that if at all, uh, suppose summation un is convergent, that implies the limit over the nth term un is equal to 0. But whenever limit n tends to infinity un is equal to 0, it doesn't mean that the series is convergent. So we should note on this particular statement. So only the thing we should remember, concentrate is whenever limit over the n term un when n tends to infinity is not equal to 0, then the series is divergent. So now I have a example on this. So see, the example I have taken is summation n by n plus 1. So whenever it is summation n by n plus 1, we can write the terms here. So whenever I put n equal to 1, it is 1 by 1 plus 1, 2. And whenever I take n equal to 2, it is 2 by 2 plus 1, 3. And this is how we get the terms in the series. So nth term is n by n plus 1. So let us find the limit over the n term when n tends to infinity. So limit n tends to infinity un equal to limit n tends to infinity n by n plus 1. So here see, I'll be just taking n outside from the denominator so that we get 1 plus 1 by n. It is nothing but dividing the denominator by n. We get n outside. It is 1 plus, it is n by n is 1 plus 1 by n is 1 by n itself. So here n get cancels with the denominator and numerator. So applying the limit, whenever n tends to infinity, 1 by n is 0. So you have the limit as 1, which is not equal to 0. So we can say that the series is divergent. And so we have another test to check the nature of the series, that is comparison test. That is, if limit n tends to infinity vn by un equal to l, which is not equal to 0, then series un and series vn are alike. So in this test, only the thing is we should have knowledge about the series, because we are going to compare the series. So here I have just gave you a note on p series. See, summation 1 by n to the power p. So the terms will be like 1 plus 1 by 2 power p plus 1 by 3 power p plus 1 by 4 power p, like that. So here, whenever p value is greater than 1, then the series is convergent, and for the value of p which are less than or equal to 1, then the series is divergent. So one of the important series to be remember every time. So see, suppose p equal to 1, that you get this series like 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4. So since p is equal to 1, the series is divergent. So series 1 by n is divergent. So if you take the series 1 by n square, it is going to be convergent. I'll be taking I have taken an example here where I have used P series to compare with the given series. That's why I just gave a description about P series here. See, now the example is, here I have taken the series 1 by n into n plus 1. So the terms will be like 1 by taking n equal to 1, that is 1 into 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 1 by 2 into 3, plus 1 by 3 into 4. So we have to find the nature of this particular series. So here I have taken Vn equal to 1 by n square. So it is a P series where P value is greater than 2. So the series is convergent. So now I have taken Vn, a convergent series, and I'll be taking the limit over Vn by Un. Un is the considered series. So here limit n tends to infinity, Vn is 1 by n square and Un is 1 by n into n plus 1. That is the given series. So when you find the limit here, you get 1 which is not equal to 0. So we can say that the series are alike. So 1 by n into n plus 1, the given series is also convergent. Next test is D'Alembert's ratio test. So what is this D'Alembert's ratio test? D'Alembert's ratio test is, in a positive term series un, summation un, if limit n tends to infinity, un plus 1 by un equal to lambda, then the series is convergent if lambda is less than 1, and the series is divergent if lambda is greater than 1. The same can be stated as in the positive series summation un, if the limit n tends to infinity, un by un plus 1 equal to k, and if at all k is greater than 1, then the series is convergent, and if k is less than 1, the series is divergent. So you can go for any of the condition here while solving the problem. So let us see how to solve the problem on D'Alembert's ratio test. Let us discuss the convergence of the series summation n factorial by n to the power n whole square. So here we will be using D'Alembert's ratio test. For that we need un and un plus 1 values. So what is un? Un is n factorial by n to the power n whole square, and un plus 1, the next term of un, it is un plus 1 factorial by n plus 1 to the power n plus 1 whole square. So further this can be written as n plus 1 factorial by n plus 1 to the power 2 into n plus 1. So now let us find un by un plus 1. So what is un? N factorial by n to the power 2n, n to the power 2n into divided by, that is n plus 1 factorial divided by n plus 1 to the power 2 into, I can write it as 2n plus 2. So this is equal to, see, n factorial by n to the power 2n into, I'll be taking the reciprocal here, is n plus 1 to the power 2n plus 2 divided by n plus 1 factorial. So this can be written as, see, n factorial into n plus, here we have n plus 1 to the power 2n plus 1, 2n plus 2. So I can write it as n plus 1 to the power 2n plus 1 into n plus 1. So this is nothing but, a to the power m into a to the power n equal to a to the power m plus n. So it is 2n plus 1 plus 1, which is nothing but 2n plus 2. So I can write n plus 1 to the power 2n plus 2 as n plus 1 to the power 2n plus 1 into n plus 1 divided by, here n plus 1 factorial you have, which can be written as n plus 1 into n factorial, and the term n to the power 2n as it is. So here n factorial get cancels, n plus 1 get cancels. So further I'll be writing n plus 1 to the power 2n into n plus 1. So further writing n plus 1 to the power 2n plus 1 as n plus 1 to the power 2n into n plus 1 divided by n to the power 2n. So here in this term I'll be taking n to the power 2n outside, so that you get, see here inside the bracket when you expand the terms will be n to the power 2n plus like that. So it is 1 plus 1 by n to the power 2n into n plus 1 divided by n to the power 2n. So n to the power 2n get cancels. So this is the simplified form of un by un plus 1. Now let us apply limits. It is limit n tends to infinity un by un plus 1 equal to limit n tends to infinity, it is 1 plus 1 by n to the power 2n into n plus 1. So further this can be written as limit n to the power n tends to infinity 1 plus 1 by n to the power n whole square into n plus 1. But we have a formula, limit n tends to infinity 1 plus 1 by n to the power n equal to e. So when you apply limit to both the terms here, it is when you apply limit to the first term it is e square into, when you apply limit to limit n tends to infinity to n plus 1, it becomes infinity. So n is infinity, infinity plus 1 infinity, so e square into infinity is again infinity, which is definitely greater than 1. Therefore the series n factorial by n to the power n whole square is convergent. You can solve the same problem using un plus 1 by un. Okay, by taking un plus 1 by un, you can solve the same problem. So let us move on to the next problem now. So here we have another problem. Here in the question, the nth term is not given, but the each terms are given. First 4 terms are given. You can just see the pattern here. Here you have 1. First term is 1, which can be written as 1 factorial by 1 to the power 1, plus the second term is 2 factorial by 2 to the power 2, plus 3 factorial by 3 to the power 3. So we can assume the nth term un will be n factorial by n to the power n, and similarly we can write un plus 1 as n plus 1 factorial by n plus 1 to the power n plus 1. Yes. So now let us find un by un plus 1. So un is n factorial by n to the power n divided by un plus 1 is n plus 1 to 1 factorial by n plus 1 to the power n plus 1. So it is n factorial by n to the power n into, see, taking the reciprocal, n plus 1 to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 factorial. So here we'll be simplifying the terms. See, n factorial we have writing n to the power n as it is. See, n plus 1 to the power n plus 1 we have. So I'll be writing it as n plus 1 to the power n into n plus 1, and then here writing n plus 1 factorial as n plus 1 into n factorial, so that here n plus 1 get cancels, n factorial get cancels. You have n plus 1 to the power n by n factorial. Here again you can take n to the power n common, so that you get 1 plus 1 by n to the power n divided by n factorial, where, sorry, n to the power n to the power n get cancels here. So applying the limits, limit n tends to infinity un by un plus 1 equal to limit n tends to infinity un by un plus 1 is nothing but here 1 plus 1 by n to the power n. By the formula it is nothing but e, and e value is always greater than 1. Therefore by D'Alembert's ratio test, we can say series n factorial by n to the power n is convergent.